and in living color here. I do hope that you are able to hear me live and in living color. And it is the first time I'm using this portrait version here on YouTube here. My name's Nick C, in case you haven't already noticed here. And I haven't been on YouTube live as a whole and directly live for absolutely a long time. If you're watching on any other source, massive hello to you and welcome to the Topic Show with myself, Nick C here, and the Topic Show should be listed in the background just here. It's rather like the TikTok version here, and of course, yeah, with the background, although of course it looks a bit more squidgy here, but hopefully you can still hear the voice of me here, which of course is such a inspiring, hopefully, voice to you lot out there. If you're watching on replay, we always appreciate it here. Normally I go widescreen, which is a landscape view, but I've decided to use portrait light, of course, on the TikTok page. So massive hello to anyone watching right now. It's not the greatest background, but of course you get the gist of what this show is all about. I just have to bend a little bit so you can actually hear me at the same time. If we do get any comments as we're live, I will give you a shout out. It's because I haven't actually been on this channel for a long time. That's probably why I won't get one particular view. But of course, yeah, maybe in due course I might get that view. But if you're watching as a video, I beg your pardon, on the TikTok page, which I'm actually going to download this video as I'm speaking here, or try to, and then of course people can hear the highlights of course, the Topic Show Extra. So yeah, it is as a video if you're watching on replay, and of course, yeah, I haven't actually been on this channel for absolutely ages, so please do bear that in mind. I'm actually going to be talking to you about, of course, Beauty Sound, which is also another TikTok channel that we use, and we also have one on the YouTube channel as well. So those people, of course, haven't seen me on here for a long time on the YouTube channel, then of course we are going to surprise you by actually, yes, you've guessed it, by telling you that of course we are on TikTok at the same time. Apparently, of course, we've got 14 of you tuning in at one time here. Can you all comment, by the way, and leave us a comment down below here? And of course, that's probably the most we've ever had, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much indeed. Suddenly, of course, we've had a lot of people coming on when we started with nothing, but of course it always is worthwhile, of course, you know, talking to you lot out there, for those people who haven't been on the channel for a long time here. And please do give us a thumbs up here. We need more people tuning in as possible on this channel, because I haven't been on this channel for a long time. I will do some exclusive stuff that I haven't actually you know, well, for those people who haven't actually caught up, basically, to get it in the right perspective here, and for those people who haven't caught up, I'm going to, of course, talk about discovering Easttown Park, which, of course, is something that we mentioned yesterday on the Topic Show, which is going very, very strong, by the way, on TikTok. So please do stand by and look out for that. And Beauty Sound will be returning back to the keyboard, of course, on the TikTok channel this evening around about 9 o'clock, okay? And that's 9 o'clock. And yeah, someone called Dem 1899 said hi. Hello to you. A very, very good evening to you all. Hope you're all having a good Sunday here. It's supposed to be Women's International Day here, and of course, yes, thank you very much for your first comment, especially live as well. Isn't that quite cool as well? We've got, of course, why you have a green screen up, says Harry. Why do you I think I would have that. Yeah, because of course I've been doing the topic show with Nick C. So yeah, nothing wrong with that. Your name is Doom, so welcome in, and of course welcome along to the channel. So yeah, we are looking for mods in the channel. If anyone's interested, then feel free to get in touch. But yeah, our main channel is on TikTok, and of course Beauty Sound will be a show that's on there, and we do have a standalone channel of Beauty Sound, but of course the actual show Beauty Sound will be broadcasting live on TikTok around about 9 o'clock ish. So hopefully you can hear some beautiful instrumental keyboard and beats and rhythms at that point here. So a massive hello to anyone tuning in. Wow, we've got 24 of course tuners in right this minute here. Keep spreading the word here. I've never seen so many, which of course is really appreciated of you lot here. And hopefully I'll do a Q&A at some point within of course the next couple of weeks or so. So please do of course spread the word here, and keep tuning into my videos that I've done recently. The first ever one that I've ever done is in Haverhill back in lockdown times, but of course since that we've been very busy on TikTok. So yeah, it's just nice to hear from some people here, and of course yeah, keep spreading the word. That's the most important thing. And of course the other thing is to spread that positivity. Sorry, I'm just trying to get my wording into perspective there. Spread the positivity. That's all you've got to do here, and of course get that thumbs up going here. You know, if you are very interested in our channel here. So there we go. Do you know 24 people, it has been the most people that we've ever had on YouTube for a very long time. So we really do appreciate you coming on here. If you want a shout out or just ask any questions along the way, feel free to do so. Let's see if we can have the first thumbs up here. That will be lovely here. So yeah, the reason why I've got a background, because I can't really show where I am, because you know it's in a sort of discreet location. So yeah, I'll do some what I normally do on the topic show. I normally do the UCB word for today, and basically UCB stands for United Christian Broadcasters. As it's a Sunday, let's give it a go. So yeah, of course I'll read you some sort of segments from that. Of course I've been reading some of it on TikTok as well. So God is for you. Maybe it is, maybe it's not, but some of these segments coming from the big massive famous book that some people seem to miss out on. So yeah, this I know, God is for me. Let's read some of the sections here. Very important that you stay with the one you're on with, this one here. So yeah, apparently of course someone's got the #1 Crown fan there asking me if I've gone green, that kind of thing. So yeah, in his best-selling book The Tipping Point, Malcolm Gladwell defines the tipping point as the moment of critical mass. Yeah, critical mass. The threshold, the boiling point, is the moment when an idea, trend, or social behavior passes the point of no return and gains acceptance. In the realm of physics, a tipping point is when an object is placed from a stable state of equilibrium into a new state. In economics, it's the point of which an emerging technology becomes the industry standard. In sociology, it's when a quorum of people adopts a behavior. Sorry, I couldn't get that word right. Behavior, so that it reaches critical mass and goes viral, which is going, of course, all around the world. Spiritually speaking, the tipping point is when you believe without any reservation that God is for you. It's the revelation that God doesn't just love you, He just likes you. He loves you enough to die for you, and He likes you enough to spend eternity with you. Yet some of us remain skeptical. We project our self contempt into God, assuming that He must be angry with us and as we are with ourselves. Or we fall into the performance based trap of thinking that our behavior, okay, determines God's posture towards us, whether that is for or against. Listen, the fact that God is for you was proven at the Calvary's cross. Oswald Chambers wrote this: no power on earth or in hell can conquer the Spirit of God in a human spirit, he said. This, it is an inner unconquerableness. Religion is all about what you can do for God. Christianity is all what Christ has done for you. But it starts with this all-important camel of truth. This I know, God is for me. Absolutely brilliant. Of course, thank you very much for staying with us here. That's just, of course, one section here that I might read later on, or might read something else here. And I'm now going to be talking about, of course, discovering Easttown Park here, something that I sectioned a little bit later, a bit earlier yesterday, of course, on the topic show. And of course, Easttown Park is based in Haverhill of Suffolk. And of course, I'm just taking information from the visitor guide and trails here, discovering 50 acres of outstanding beauty within the Dedham Vale. Yeah, the Dedham Vale, of course, Easttown Park boasts meadows and woodlands within a balance of wildlife and habitats and nature at its heart. Absolutely brilliant. So there you go. For those who don't know the park itself, it is a park that, of course, is welcomed by a lot of visitors around the world that might want to visit here and never actually seen it themselves. So welcome to Easttown Park. Of course, Easttown Park in Haverhill is about 50 acres of meadows and woodlands that you can actually explore. The country park also features an abundance of wildlife habitats, trails and picnic area, shop and children's play area. And dogs are allowed off lead. The park is established kind of park itself, and as a firm family favourite with seasonal activities such as the Easter egg hunt and summer events. So yeah, the actual Easttown Park itself lies at the heart of the network of footpaths that actually extend around Haverhill, snaking along the disused railway track. The multitude of paths actually link up to the Stour Valley Walk that runs 60 miles from Cambridgeshire through West Suffolk and then to Essex. So yeah, there's a little bit of history that you might need to know about Easttown Park of Haverhill. The footprint of Easttown Park is a small part of the Girting family estate. The main avenue leads to the site of the original 18th century house, which sadly was destroyed by fire in 1990. The park, as in the country park, offers an insight into the history of Haverhill, with osier beds that serve as a reminder of the willows that once grew there and were used by the local Haverhill basket weavers. Today there is still evidence of willow working in the park, with a number of willow tunnels and fencing embedded within the park. So yeah, the Stour Brook continues to run through the heart of the country park, providing local wildlife and habitats and food. Until 1967, the Stour as in Stour Valley Railway ran through the Girton estate, with some of its bridges still visible in Easttown Park. So there you go. Of course, the main park centre, of course, doubles up to a small function room available to hire. The maximum capacity is 40 people for theatre-style seating, with crockery and urn available for a fee. Urn is one of those water tanks that provide, of course, water for cups of tea and all that kind of thing. For availability, prices and booking form, please call 01440 710 745. That's 01440 710 745. The trail summary here. Roam the park and venture further with their walks and trails through the woodlands, wildflowers and meadows. Climb the steps beyond the stream and join the old railway which links Easttown Park and the town centre. All walks start at Easttown Park, where the paths gently undulate but can be very, very muddy, especially at winter, especially that sort of time here. An easy access trial, as in trail, of course, allow 10 to 15 minutes, that's 400 metres. And of course, for anyone who is a walker on that note there, yeah, you might be interested in that. Railway walk of 3 miles, that's 5 kilometres, allow 1 hour, and 4 meadows walk, which is 1 3/4 miles, which is 2.25 kilometres, allow 30 to 40 minutes. Now, let's talk about the railway walk itself. The railway walk itself is a 5-kilometre walk, which actually runs on the disused railway to Sudbury railway line back in the day, which operated from 1865 to 1967. The railway has become a corridor, brimming with wildlife, where you can expect the orange-tipped and speckled wood butterflies. Wildflowers and shrubs provide a carpet of colour, and the blossoming blackthorn produces fruit that can actually be made into gin. Please be aware, though, that the railway walk ends at Howell Road, but not at Easttown Park. Okay, and of course, the 4 Meadows walk is an interesting one. Take in the wild surroundings as you meander through the 1 3/4 miles of natural wildlife meadows. Enjoy the wildflowers and Couples Meadow, or perhaps you'll catch a glimpse of the owls snoozing in the trees on the East Meadow. If the sun is out, you might spot the lizards basking in the sunlight on their log piles in Sturmer Meadow. Or perhaps you'll enjoy the themed bedding along the Millennium Meadow. So there you go, a little bit of information for you there. And parking, of course, there is an ample car parking in Easttown Park, including 2 blue badge spaces. And of course, more information, of course, is 01440 710 745, parks at westsuffolk.gov.uk for the email, and what's on westsuffolk.co.uk/parks/Easttown Park, and they're also on Facebook /Easttown Park Haverhill, and Instagram, I believe, as well. My headphones just run out there, or actually fallen out there, and that's at of course on the Instagram of at East_Town_Park_Haverhill. And how to find them: Couples Road, Haverhill, Suffolk, CB9 7UW. That's Couples Road, Haverhill, Suffolk, CB9 7UW. Put that in your, of course, sat navs there. And Easttown Park is 3 miles. That's a staggering 5 kilometres southeast of Haverhill Town Centre in Suffolk. The Haverhill bus station is 3 miles, that's 5 kilometres again, from East Town Park. There is a number 14 and a 15X that actually runs from the town centre going through Roman Way, nearby of East Town Park. Of course, the bus that you normally takes you to Beresford Evans on a quite quick route, either the 14 or the number 15X. And of course, yes, it actually stops at least 0.5 miles from the park entrance. So, of course, the park opening, as in automatic opening and closing gate, is April to September, 6 a.m. to 9 p.m. daily. October to March, 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. daily. And the kiosk shop is open from 11:30 a.m. till 4:30 p.m. weekends, and school holidays from Easter to the end of October. So it won't start getting open until, of course, around about April time, I would have thought now. So, of course, from Easter to the end of October. Now, of course, talking about the kiosk right this minute, I might as well mention a little bit about it here. The shop at East Town Park sells a choice of light refreshments, including ice cream for your dogs out there. And there's a lot of dog owners that want the kiosk to be a little bit open earlier so they can get or grab a coffee before they do their dog walk, which would be nice if they could do that. But it's actually run by the West Suffolk Council currently here in 2026, and just to clarify that. Bundles of Willow and books are also available. The shop is open weekends and school holidays, as I say. Of course, I remind you, the third time here, Easter to the end of October, between 11:30 and 4:30 p.m. So, yeah, of course, hello. Somebody said hi. Brilliant there. And that is from Amadru. Please do subscribe to this channel. Let's see if we can get as many subscribers as possible here, because I haven't been on this actual channel for a long time. I'm quite amazed of how many people that have tuned in, which has been brilliant here. It's just basically an extra version of the topic show, which you can clearly see on that sign here. And this picture was taken at a lovely little area and a tourist attraction place, and I'll tell you more about that later on. Walk through time. Hello to you. Haven't seen you for a long time here. I'm usually on TikTok these days, and of course, yeah, and hopefully I'll get back to, of course, getting people to talk to us on here. And of course, the more people that watch our streams, the better. And of course, then we can then have people supporting the channel. We really do appreciate people supporting the channel on TikTok. They're almost like sort of super chats, but of course they are just tips that people send us through TikTok, and we get a lot of following through that as well. We've had a lot of following wherever we go. I've just been looking at my old channel as well, about all the old videos. Please do have a look at them and give them a thumbs up, and give this live a thumbs up if you wish as well. So yeah, it's been a long time no see for Walk Through Time, which is 8373. Really do appreciate your comment. To even pop by to say hi means a lot to us here. So we were talking about discovering East Town Park here. A reminder, of course, anyone that is tuning in right now, discover 50 acres of outstanding beauty within the Deedham Vale. East Town Park, of course, itself boasts meadows and woodlands with abundance of wildlife and habitats and nature at its heart. I actually, of course, said it a lot slower than I did previously earlier on in the program here. If you're watching on captions, as they call subtitles, we really do appreciate that. And later on TikTok, we'll be going live on the keyboard section here, playing you some lovely keyboard, beautiful sounds, and hopefully you can join us for that if you are to follow us on TikTok. If you're not on TikTok, hopefully I'll post out the highlights for you as well. So yeah, of course, do come and check out East Ham Park, which is this little magazine here. You can't really see it very well, but it is there. And I've pretty much read out what you need to know, basically. There is so much more information, but of course, it will take you ages to, of course, listen through all that. But anyway, of course, that is another thing altogether. I'm going to leave you as it is Sunday here. Don't forget, next Sunday is Mothering Sunday here. And of course, yeah, I might do an extra at some point back on the stream yet again. I'm not sure what time it will be because it's flexible at the moment. Also, of course, the topic show on TikTok is flexible. It can vary. Sometimes it's at 9 o'clock and sometimes from 11 o'clock till 12, that kind of thing. So, yeah, of course, we're also looking for mods that would like to come on here and support us as well. Feel free to do so. Really do appreciate every one of you tuning in right now. It's been really amazing. 14 of you, of course, really means a true amount to us, because you know it's been a long time since we've had that amount, even more so than we've had on TikTok. I'm waiting. What are you waiting for? Can you confirm that? Have you yet? Yeah, I don't know what you're referring to there, but please do not spam the channel if you possibly could not do that. But anyway, of course, I'm going to read you one more little bit of information here. And of course, yes, of course, I read this last night on the topic show on TikTok, so I'm going to read it for you lot out there right this minute. Oh, okay. My friend is Harley, so I'm waiting for. Okay. Have you just spotted us by just chance here? It's the first time you've actually seen us here live, which is great. Do look out for the beauty sound, of course, instrumental, lovely, beautiful music that possibly you will hear on this channel. And we do have a channel of beauty sound as well. Come and support and subscribe to that as well. Come and subscribe to us as well at the same time. Yeah, first one has given us a thumbs up. It really means a lot. Thank you very much indeed. Really means a lot. Boost it to our subscribers as well. There's a lot of people that watch our videos and not yet subscribed, so make sure that you subscribe at any time you are able to. So Rescue Me, which is coming from the UCB word for today, which is United Christian Broadcasters, which it stands for. So Rescue Me is the subject of this one here. The subheadline is, I'll start again. In my desperation, I prayed and the Lord listened. He saved me from all my troubles. Right, okay, let's go for this one. It had been 25 years since Fontella's bass rhythm and blues single Rescue Me hit the #1 in the charts. She had no career to speak of, and she was penniless, tired and cold, but the only heat in her house came from a gas stove in a kitchen. She had strayed from her faith, which is belief, and the church where she started singing gospel songs to her child. As she prayed, Fontella asked God for a sign to confirm that he had heard her. Suddenly, she heard her hit song Rescue Me on a television commercial. To her, it was as if the Lord had stepped right into my world. Fontella was unaware that American Express had been using her song in a commercial and had been able to locate her to pay royalties. Not only did she receive back royalties, but new opportunities also began to open her to sing. Shortly after that, she released a new album, but the best news is that she renewed her relationship with the Lord. So for many years, I tried doing it on my own. This is what she said, and it didn't work. She said, then I took it out of my hands and turned it over to him, and now everything's happening. The psalmist David wrote, in my desperation I prayed, and the Lord listened. He saved me from all my troubles. Taste and see that the Lord is good. Oh, the joys of those who take refuge in him. And what God did for David and Fontella Bays, he will do for you if you only turn to him. All right, okay, of course, another one that has just popped by and said hi. Okay, hello to you. Yeah, brilliant that you all have been tuning in here. Somebody shared a live on my TikTok here. But by the way, of course, I will, as I repeat once more, we'll be back live around about 9 o'clock. I've just got to set up a little bit later. It'll be after my tea in the studio. But I'd like to take this opportunity to thank you all for watching here. And God bless you for watching as well. And we'll hopefully carry on promising you the positivity for you. Until next time, do take care of yourselves and most importantly each other. And we'll be back before you can say the words. Are you back already? And cheerio and God bless. And have yourself a lovely rest of the evening. So hopefully we see some of you on the TikTok show, which is Beauty Sound on Touring with Nick C. Only exclusively for those on TikTok. If you're not, of course, hopefully we'll catch some of the highlights and place it on here. Till next time, take care.